We are finally here with some Madden 25 online league content. There will be no gameplay in this video. This will just be breaking down the offense of the team we have selected. And by the title and the thumbnail of the video, we are choosing the Miami Dolphins this cycle. If you're new here or if you've been here for a while, you know we usually pick rebuild teams. I mean, we've been bottom of the barrel the last 2 years. Last year we had the Panthers. They were terrible, and we got them to a pretty good spot. Couldn't quite win a Super Bowl with them. First Madden I've yet to win a Super Bowl, even make one, which is unfortunate. And the year before that, we were the Texans. So that was before C.J. Stroud came onto the scene. I had to draft a quarterback there and figure it all out then. And I thought to myself, you know what? It's time to take a year off of the rebuild. I just want a good team. And a good team, I want a great team. And here we are with the Miami Dolphins. I want just one Madden. It's been a while since I've had, a really, really good team. And so the Miami Dolphins is the team we have chosen. And today's video will just be breaking down kind of what we want to do with the offense, what you guys think we should do with the offense, how we should, project the future and stuff and all that. If you're new here, this is a 32-user online league where we try to emulate real-life football as much as possible. We have certain rules in place for that. You're not going to see, like all the muttheads who run like the same 4 plays every single time. That's not going to be here. It's all about trying to be as realistic as we possibly can. Obviously, it's a video game, but the goal is realism. So that with that out of the way, let's talk about the offense here. And there's a lot of things that are interesting on this offense. This offense is amazing. Now, I won't lie. If Tua never got signed to that contract, I would have been up in the air whether I should keep him or not. But he did get the extension. I believe it was 4 years. Now, for some reason, Madden, at the time of this recording, this is just an offline franchise that I started, so I'm not in the actual league yet. But at the time of I'm recording this, I'm like all over the place. His contract is not updated in-game. So it's something we're going to have to fix. So he will be the quarterback for probably the whole cycle, unless somehow I trade him at the very end of his deal. But with his new extension, he's going to be here, and he's going to be my guy. He's 26, so he's right, he's still at a young age where he can develop. Madden's got him at an 88 overall superstar, which is pretty good. I know he led the league in passing last year, which is great. I haven't even looked at players' abilities yet, so what do we got? We got sideline deadeye, passers with this ability of accurate, perfect passes on all throws outside the numbers, and fearless. Okay, those aren't too bad. We can gain that next ability slot, but I'm interested to see how we do with Tua. He's got some decent speed, so he's not a statue back there. He can at least get out a little bit. The accuracy is nice. The throw power is a little worrying. Maybe we could try to work on that a little bit, but I'm excited to see how we do with Tua. Lefty quarterbacks. I've been doing this league for like 5 years, and I don't think we've got a single lefty quarterback ever, so that'll be interesting. I think quarterback is just the easiest position. With his extension, he's the guy. He's going to be here all season. Last year we went 5 years in, so I'm assuming we'll probably do 5 or 6 again this Madden, unless something bad happens, the league breaks, weird things can happen in Madden franchise. For all the franchise nerds out there, things can just randomly happen, especially online leagues. So that's that for quarterback. By the way, if I don't think I said at the top, if you guys are interested in joining the league, you can. If I remember, I should remember. Hopefully I do. If I remember correctly, I'll put a link to something in Discord, or not Discord, the description to where you can come apply and try to get on the wait list. So, and it's not even me just saying that. There's been plenty of people that have watched my videos that eventually make their way into the league. The league's already full. There's probably already even a short wait list, so it might be some time before if you get approved to even get in. But nonetheless, let's move on. Running back is also a pretty interesting spot. Mostert got a new contract. I believe his was a 2-year deal. A 2-year extension. So he's here. Yeah, he's here for 2 years. They actually got Mostert pretty high, 86 overall, and they also have him at superstar as well, which I thought was interesting. I thought maybe star for this guy, but he's got evasive, ball carriers with this ability of steerable, juke, and spin animations, and bounce beam. Avoids stumbling when carrying the ball. Pretty lame abilities, some might say, but he's a solid player. He's definitely not the future, okay? This guy is not the future. I think the future is Achan. Achan and the rookie they drafted, I believe they drafted him in the third or fourth round. Fourth round, I think is what it was. Jalen Wright here. I think the future, okay, yes, hidden dev, blah, blah, blah. These two are the two that we got to just get the 1-2 punch going with. I don't even know if I'll play Mostert. To be honest, I might. As things get rolling, or I might just throw out there Achan and Jalen Wright and just let them wreak havoc and just let them go crazy. Mostert is good on paper, and with this team, the only thing that might lead me to playing Mostert over Jalen in this first season is just because this team's ready to win now, and I've never really had that as a team. It's been a long time since I had a team that's ready to win the Super Bowl right now. So I might just lean Mostert over Jalen Wright to begin with, just to kind of see. But I might not. I mean, 74 overall as a rookie is very solid. Very solid. Achan, I want to be the number one guy for sure. Everyone loves Achan. He's a beast. His speed is insane. He's electric. So he will be the starter. It's just the backup guy that's going to spell him. And I know in real life most of the time, but Madden purposes, man, I'm sorry, Mostert. He might just have to sit on the bench. I can't technically trade him until the following season because he has a new contract. We're not allowed to trade players when they get new deals. We got to wait till they're halfway through the deal. So he's on a 2-year deal. We would have to wait till the following season. And people in our franchise are smart. Is Mostert going to get traded? No, he's not. So he'll probably just sit on the team. And maybe I cut him next year if the penalty is not too crazy. 3.8 right now is really not that bad, but there's no reason to cut him. I'd rather keep him just in case. So let me know what you guys think about the running back. Quarterback's easy. It's Tua. He's there. But running back's where it gets a little interesting. Achan, I want to be the guy, but who should we have as our second guy to kind of spell him? I could go either way. Let me know what you guys think. Jalen Wright's a nice little player. Mostert's good, but not part of the future plans. So let me know what you think there. Fullback Allen Ingold, solid fullback. We move to the best position on this team, wide receiver, Tyreek Hill, monster. Obviously in the thumbnail, which if you know, the thumbnail means you're here to stay, long term. He is 30, but he is a legend. 99 overall. I don't think I've ever had a receiver since my Darius Slayton days, way back when I was the Giants, that was this good. So he's got rack 'em up, short out elite, acrobat, and jukebox. This dude's going to be insane. I mean, I cannot wait to play a game with this man. The speed, it's easy. Nothing really bad to say about Tyreek Hill there. And Waddle, he got a new deal as well. I think his was also like I think it was a 4-year deal. His is updated in Madden though. So yeah, he's got 5 years remaining. He is here for all of Madden. And I want these two here all cycle long. I want Tua, Reek, and Waddle here the whole time. The third receiver will probably come and go. Tight ends will come and go. But these two have to be keys and staples on this team. Waddle is great. He's an amazing player as well. A little bit injury prone in real life. But for Madden, the dude's a beast. He's got short in elite and mid in elite. The stats are crazy. The speed's crazy. The catching, could be a little bit better. But him and Tyreek Hill, I mean, I can't complain. I cannot complain. They did draft 2 wide receivers. They drafted one in the 6th round and 7th round. The first one was Malik Washington down here out of Virginia. 70 overall is not too bad. And then the last one was Taj Washington. They just looked for whoever had the last name Washington, I guess, and drafted this man out of USC. Will they see playing time? Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. I think this first season, usually I'm more leaning to playing rookies because I'm always picking the rebuild team. So I'm like, okay, year one, let's roll out the young guys and see what they can do so we know if we need to go elsewhere, if they're going to work. But this season, I think OBJ rocks the slot, and we just see if we can make something happen, get a Super Bowl run going year one. So OBJ, solid player. What did they give this guy? Is it just a 1-year deal? I believe so. We're allowed to trade one person season 1. Season 2 and beyond, we can trade up 3. We can do 3 separate trades, but season 1 we're only allowed 1 trade just because we want to keep it kind of, you pick this team, so you have to stick with this team pretty much. You get 1 trade and that's it. Once the offseason hits, you can kind of start to blow things up. But OBJ, no reason to. He's on a 1-year rental deal here. Just throw him in the slot and see what we can do. Braxton Berrios is a solid little player. Nothing too crazy about him. River Craycraft, same thing. Not too crazy about him. Anthony Schwartz has just got tons of speed. This team's just ridiculous with the speed. It really is. Like, they got way too much speed going on over here. What are we doing? What is Big Mike doing over here? He's just getting every speed demon he can. Tight end. A position that is probably good for, the short term, but we'll have to figure it out long term. Johnny Smith, I think he's only on a 2-year deal, I believe. It's 1 or 2. Yeah, 2 years. So he is only here for a while, and those 2 years will be nice. I don't think I'll need to, really focus on tight end. Maybe if I like a guy later in the first draft or something, we could snag one. But he's a good tight end. He's a really good tight end, at least in Madden. Real life, he's solid, but in Madden, he's very good because of his speed. And once again, speed is the name of the game with this team, which is something we did not have last season. I mean, year one, I'm rolling out Adam Thielen, Hayden Hurst. I mean, oh, God, it was bad with the Panthers at the start. Mingo took forever to develop, so tight end group isn't, necessarily anything crazy. Johnny Smith's nice little filler guy here, but something we'll have to figure out long term. Now, offensive line is where the interior part's probably the worst position group, I would say, on the Dolphins. They lost Connor Williams. He went to my Seahawks. I'm happy about that. So that's real life, at least. So interior-wise, we got to fix. Teron Armstead's very good. He's 33. I know the regression can be kind of wonky sometimes in Madden. I'm not sure if they changed it. What's his contract at? So he's got 3 years. He's going to play till he's 36, which is old. So, I mean, I would love to have him just play his contract out, and we can worry about left tackle later. But I don't know how the regression is for him. It's not someone I'm willing to trade for as well. He's a very good player. He's superstar. What abilities we got on this man here? Secure protector, edge protector, and he's got this one for something. Why does he not have that on? He's definitely high enough overall. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure. But no reason to trade Mr. Armstead here. No reason at all. And in the second round, they drafted Patrick Paul here, rookie left tackle. This guy, he looks pretty good. He's hidden dev. I would assume star. That's what I would guess. He looks pretty solid. More of a pass blocker, I guess. I'm not too familiar with who Patrick Paul is. But at least stats-wise, that Madden gave him is pretty good. He's 6'8". He's a monster, man. So I think what I'm going to do is probably play him at right tackle and then maybe move Austin Jackson inside. He's a little bit smaller. So that would be my guess is what I would do. Austin Jackson, he's still 25. He's actually kind of young still. So we could move him inside, maybe at a guard spot somewhere. I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because then we can give the rookie out there to have him to develop, because this is, like I said, where it gets pretty bad. Isaiah Wynn's solid player, but he's, I don't think he's in our long-term plans. What's his contract even? Probably a couple. It's only a 1-year deal? Okay, so he's only got one left, so that's someone we have to re-sign right away, and maybe even re-sign him just for a year or two, just, as a placeholder until we can figure it out. Center, nothing crazy here. Like I said, they lost. I said his name earlier, and now I'm blanking on his name. But they lost their center, and he went over to Seattle. I think he tore his ACL, and they just never re-signed him. I'm not too sure. But moving the right guard, this is probably where I'd slide the right tackle over, because right guard is not good. There's some young players here, but nothing crazy. So we could move an Austin Jackson inside at right guard. He's 320 pounds. He's definitely big enough to play here. He's not he's not like 6'9". He's not like a giant. What was he, 6'5"? Yeah, he could definitely play. I think we'll just move him to right guard, plop him there, and then at left tackle, put Patrick Paul over the right side. And we'd be pretty good year one. That'd be a solid offensive line to roll out there year one. And that is that for the offense. I'll do a defensive video probably in the next few days, but I just wanted to get this video as quickly as I could to you guys, because the season will be coming soon. The online league will be starting soon. Not particularly sure what day we are going to start it. I think they're still ironing out sliders and all that good stuff, because we got to get the sliders right. We can't just play on stock sliders. If you're new to the channel, check out the Panthers franchise or any of my last online leagues. it's a lot of fun, especially having people watch with me, because you guys can have a say on how we run things, if we should bench players, start players, trade for players, all that good stuff. Offensively, I think we're pretty straight for years 1 and 2, besides a little bit of interior lineman would be nice. But for the most part, our offense is pretty stacked, and there's really not much questions. Defensively is where we got some questions on starts and sits, and how we want to do things long term. So definitely stay tuned for the defensive video, and I will see you guys then.